Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Emma's Vlogs, and this is many people's favorite segment. We're up to vlog number 31. So 31 weeks of her training had been documented. Today she hit a close grip bench press with 145, which was a 5-pound PR for her. Keeping in mind we're still slowly on her cut. Of course, she stalled a little bit and she said, "Hey, should I reduce calories?" No, you already lost all this weight. If these calories, just let it whoosh down. People have these weird ideas that your metabolism changes dramatically pretty far into a cut, and it doesn't. Again, nonsense that coaches sell to people to make extra money, right? To more complicate the process. No, just keep going. You'll drop that last pound or two that you want because she looked leaner, and you'll be done. Okay, so supplemental work for her upper day. We did pause bench, do pull-ups, and she does tricep press downs, right? This is what we do on max effort day. Right, on dynamic day, we replaced the pause bench with some dumbbells because she's already benching with the bar, right, for the banded speed work. But she got, it was either on this one or the one on the next workout, which is further in. She got 10 pull-ups. Okay, 10 pull-ups. Now, a lot of people look at this and going, is this enough upper body work? Of course it is. Of course it is, especially with her doing 2 upper and 2 lower days a week. What do we have? We have chest pressing, we have pull-ups, we have tricep press downs. Again, a lot of people will say, is that enough? Of course it is. Every muscle got worked, maybe biceps being neglected a little. We talked about adding some curls in. All right, for deadlifts, against 45 pounds of bands, she pulled 285, 5-pound PR from the last time she tried that. Right, and that's the thing, we just keep PRing. And again, keeping in mind, she is one of the lifters I have who are still on conjugate. I don't run it for many people, and I kind of do feel like people bring it up over and over. What psychological things are you looking for? Stuff I've covered many times. I cover it in the live streams. Like, not everyone's built for conjugate. Not everyone it is even ideal. It's not ideal for me, even though I got really strong on it. Other than my benching, I don't think got particularly stronger. Squatting and deadlifting did, but then I got even stronger on the deadlifting, switching to, more specificity. But I'm okay with being bored. That's the biggest difference. And I say that to people like, well, I get bored easily. So it's like, well, then you're going to need to invest a lot of money into conjugate. Okay? You're going to need to buy a lot of stuff. And that's okay as long as you're willing to make the commitment and the investment. So what's her lower body supplemental max effort day look like? Well, we do split squats. We're doing good mornings, and we're doing reverse hypers. And I could easily take Emma over to the orc mode training and she'd still keep making gains, right? And that's the other thing that people forget. Good programming is good programming. Always remember that when we're always looking for, is this going to be the magic program? Look, if another good program didn't work for you, you don't know how to train, you didn't apply it correctly, something was wrong. Good programming is good programming. Okay. Of course, after that, then she does her hanging leg raises. Got to train those abs. Now how much ab work a person needs is dependent upon a lot of their other stuff. Also, keep that in mind. If someone's doing tons and tons of pull-ups and chin-ups, they're doing back squats or deadlift volume, they may not need as much. Right? A lot of factors at play there. All right, speed bench. Actually, her speed bench is a little slower there than I would normally like. She's usually faster. I just caught that. And that could be some diet fatigue going on. All right, could be some diet fatigue. But her speed bench, now that I'm looking at it as I'm going through this, it's a little slower than we usually see. The other hand, though, these pull-ups, she's just killing it. I always laugh. I've actually had clowns come through, and they're like 0. And it's like they do it to me. I just ban them. All right, I just ban them because we don't need that nonsense. Those people don't know any women they hang out with or coach who do 10 pull-ups, right? So who cares? They're losers. come in and critique someone's pull-ups or chin-ups who's cranking out tons of them. You know, imagine being that much of a loser. Whew. So, dumbbell presses. And notice again, we start pronated. And I don't necessarily always like the turning out. It's just what she prefers to do. I don't think it's necessary. But I like us to start pronated. It's easier on the shoulders. Gets a little more tricep involved. All right. Good way to go. And of course, we get full range of motion, though. You want that stretch at the bottom. You know, when it comes to dumbbell presses, that's where people mess up. The one advantage that we have, the biggest advantage with dumbbell presses, is that deep range of motion. And when you remove that, guess what? I think most people can guess what? We're losing the hypertrophy benefits. You're better off with a barbell. If you don't increase the range of motion beyond what you do with a barbell when you're using dumbbells for pressing, you have lost any advantage to it. Okay, speed lower, safety bar box squats, conventional deadlifts against bands for her in this block. That's what we're doing. Those went a little better. I was a little happier with her speed there. Okay, then we keep it simple. We do some split squats. If they ever get a belt squat machine, I'm going to put her on a belt squat. Louis talked about it at one time of getting them one. Didn't go through. But then again, they may not have quite as much space in the training room in the new place, so they go buy you in another house. He's talking about buying a bigger house again. You know, in which case they'll have more room. Then he can make it work. All right, so we do split squats. We do reverse hypers. Everyone knows how I feel about the reverse hyper. Right? Everyone knows how I feel about the reverse hyper. Big fan. Her husband, Louis, has needed it. We originally got it for him due to some back problems, which it's largely alleviated. All right? Worth every penny. And I have a lot of clients with reverse hypers right now. I have a lot of clients who have one at home. And I love that. It's great. People have picked up on it. All right, they've picked up on it. Although I do have one who isn't using his, although he may not be a client much longer. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also kind of at a point with the coaching where I get enough clients and inquiries that if someone's not working out, I can cut them loose. Not really a big deal. But we do the reverse hyper. Then she does her hanging leg raises. And then, of course, I threw in a clip again just to reach our minimum times for these vlogs of her hitting that bench again. Because 145 on a close grip is real good for a woman. In all honesty, she'd get 155 on this if she just had some more tricep at this point. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.